Welcome back to the lab. Today will be more of an Xbox-centric video. We'll discuss things like the new Game Pass pricing increase as well as the Prototype Remaster rumor. That being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and ninja kick that notification button. I want to apologize. I do have my puppies roaming around, so they'll be coming in from time to time, as you can see. Come here, Kal-El. Here he is right here. So, with that being said, let's get into the topic
Of Black Ops 7 Beta. Before we get into the article brought to us by Insider Gaming, you can already glean how the game has been received so far. I understand that these are just a few comments. Maybe the sentiment will change, but let's hop right into the article. We won't go through this entire article, but we will pull out the juicy nuggets of information. So it reads as follows. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 early access beta is here and by all accounts is not doing too well. When compared to this year's big opponent, Battlefield 6, Activision's latest first-person shooter is struggling on two major platforms, Steam and Twitch. I think that a lot of people are waking up to the repetitive nature of Black Ops 7 and all of its predecessors, as well as the many microtransactions. People in general just want a good game, and I believe Battlefield 6 supplied that. Although the lack of Steam numbers can be attributed to the release of Black Ops 7 on Game Pass, the fact that there aren't more Twitch streamers that are actively streaming is a big concern. Battlefield 6 was being streamed from a majority of first-person shooter streamers, therefore creating more hype around the game itself. The next paragraph reads, on Steam, Call of Duty has produced a 24-hour peak of just under 75,000 users. By comparison, Battlefield 6's peak at the same point during the early access beta window was around 335,000 users. On Twitch, Black Ops 7 has 185,000 viewers at the time of publishing, while at a similar time in the beta window, Battlefield 6 had 504,000 viewers. Well, as the famous quote goes, numbers don't lie. I guess we'll just have to wait and see until the beta fully concludes to crunch all of the numbers. Our next topic today are the prices for the ASUS ROG Xbox Ally, which is $599, and the ROG Xbox Ally X, which is $999. Real quickly, before anyone thinks that I'm bullying Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo or whatever the case may be, I am the gaming nomad, which means I will play any game on any console. I love them all. But to be specific about Xbox, that is my favorite brand. I love playing on Xbox because I've made so many memories while playing Xbox, and Halo being one of the golden franchises in my mind. With that being said, I will cook Microsoft like I'm Chef Ramsay. Now, Microsoft has an abundance of money, and I've said this before. Their capital is insane. They have so much money in the bank, they have to spend it because they lose money by keeping it in the bank. With that being said, I think they could have brought the price down on both the ROG Xbox Ally and the ROG Xbox Ally X, and maybe short the name. But anywho, $999, that's $1,000 for a handheld system. I think that's insane. I go to the grocery store, I get two loaves of bread, some yogurt, and a stick of butter, and I come out with a receipt that says I spent $500. So why would I want to spend 1,000 on a system, a handheld system? I just don't understand it. And maybe somebody could get down in the comments and enlighten me to why they think it's a good price point, because I still don't think it is. I think you're going to scare away more people, more consumers that would buy the system and come into your ecosystem and join it and bolster it. Now you're just scaring everyone away. I can't recommend this to anyone at all. I think it was a horrible decision. Again, this is my opinion. Please flame me in the comments if you don't agree, but I think most will concur that this was a horrible move. Now, paired with our next topic of a price increase on Xbox Game Pass. Wow.
Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is increasing their price from $19.99 a month to $29.99 a month. And of course, this may not upset you too badly, but when you look into it, and I think I speak for a lot of other subscribers, $10 is a little too much. Right now, the economy is horrendous, and people are struggling to keep up, and they're looking for a place to cut. And I think Xbox Game Pass Ultimate has just offered itself up to be that sacrifice. Now, most people don't really care about things to come, i.e., that is 400 new partners that Xbox is touting. Of course, their games will come over to Xbox Game Pass in the future, which is all fine and dandy, but I think Xbox should look at this from a consumer's perspective. Most consumers don't have the time to play every game on Xbox Game Pass. They play what they have an affinity for, and then they're off to work, to other hobbies, or to spend time with their family. I surmise this will have a negative effect on Microsoft year over year growth for Game Pass. The best Microsoft can hope for is that users that have denounced Game Pass Ultimate will flock to Game Pass Premium, which is now $14.99 with more than 200 games and unlimited cloud access. So, with that being said, what do you think? Get in the comments down below. Tell me how you feel about the new Game Pass. I'll also leave the Verge article down in the link below so you can get all of the additional details that I didn't go over here. So, our next topic, Prototype.
This rumor makes its way to us from Game Rant. The rumor claims that a remaster of Prototype is in development. The first Prototype game was released in 2009 with Radical Entertainment, presenting players with an open world adventure featuring unique elements. An excerpt from the article states, on the Gaming Leaks and Rumors subreddit, user Stanley Mitchell shared screenshots suggesting that a Prototype remaster is in development. In them, a user named Nixon says they are starting to believe that the new Prototype game in development is true, but gave no further info on what players can expect. In the comments section, the OP shared more information, such as the fact that cut missions, test maps, and other features have recently been added to the open world game. Players can see on the Steam DB that Prototype received an update on September 29th, although there are no official patch notes. I'm elated to hear there is movement on a Prototype remaster or an additional game in the Prototype series. However, there is no solid information we can point to say that one is coming. But progress is progress. Some information is better than no information. So, of course, I wanted to bring you that and do with it as you may. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please stay tuned for updates to the channel and more gaming videos. As we always say here on the channel, keep moving forward and game on.